Welcome back everybody to another Toby's Island update. This week we're going to do something a little bit different. We are getting into player testing, and I've had the fortunate experience to actually sit down with players and watch them play and ask them questions like, do you enjoy this part? What would you change? We get into game development theory, and it's no longer just about testing crashes and bug fixes. We're actually looking at game mechanics as a whole and starting to make changes to those, tweak those systems, like the greater organs of the game, to make sure the final product is where it needs. So there is still a lot of things that need to be added to the game, the cherries on top, the details in between, but most of the major stuff is done. So this video is going to be a playthrough with one of those people. Sit back and enjoy. Let me know if this is a video you want to see more of in the future, but we had a lot of fun and I hope you do too. I'm recording, so do your thing.
Alright, new game.
And yeah, like I said, feel free to talk mad shit.
I'll just, you know, say what I'm thinking. Alright.
Okay, and the menu exit.
Wow, now he looks skinny. As a hat. Hey, it's a stick. Was he drooling in this picture? Let's see what you can do. Oh no. I looked about as effective as I thought it'd be. Oh.
I forgot I added that. Now that I'm close to the end of the game. It's been a while since I've played around at the start of the game, so it's nice to see it again. You have abilities too.
Okay.
Not on Toby, but on your creature.
And it's Mirai that uses them, I guess.
So also go to your go to the spirit section there in the creatures, and go to soul, and click on her. Yeah, you can switch between them. So you've got two different creatures on one spirit, so you can choose which one you want to use.
Okay.
And then you can get multiple spirits, and then you can have two creatures out at the same time, if that makes sense. 3 creatures, 4 creatures.
It looks like I just got a crash.
As far as I know, that crash that you just found, I think that's the only crash.
I assume there were more at one point then.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think right now that's the only one I know about.
Did I just destroy my carrot? I guess anybody who's played it before would know not to dig the same thing that I just destroyed one of my carrot.
So I have a quick save feature for when you fight bosses. Do you think that I should quick save before every fight, or just bosses?
For the autosave?
Yeah. I
guess it all depends on how unexpected, like if I'm ever going to run into an unexpectedly hard enemy.
Enemies, if you die, you lose items from your inventory.
Okay.
And so in a purist run, you would accept the consequences of losing a fight, right?
Yeah.
But for more casual players who don't want to go through that,
save scammers.
yeah, and I'm okay with that. I'm a firm believer that people can play the game how they want to play it, right?
Yeah.
There is a lost and found box where items that you've dropped via dying show up in that box. So even purist players can get their items back.
Is that a mustache or eyebrows?
Both.
Okay.
Like quite literally both.
Okay.
Looks better down there.
What is this? What kind of seeds are these? Oh, really? I've never seen different... Oh, well that opened it. Hey, it turns out if you want to open a jar, you just drop it on the ground. So, originally, what's interesting is the whole survival mechanic, right? Like, you haven't really experienced this yet because you haven't spent too much time away from town, but originally, like, the idea was you needed to have food so that you could venture away from town, and when you run out of food, you gotta come back. And so you want to plan what tools you bring with you around those trips, right? You're saying, I'm gonna go do this, and so I should bring these tools.
Yep, and that makes sense.
What ended up happening is what was meant to be like a challenging survival mechanic ended up being frustrating for players. Yeah. So it was less of a gameplay mechanic and more of a reason people stopped playing.
Okay.
And so I'm in a weird place with the tool shed right now. I don't know what to do about it. And so and same with the food mechanic too. Like, to the point where I'm almost completely removing the need to have food to stay out and replacing it with, if you are well fed, you get a buff.
I like that. I mean, that gives you incentive, because it's sort of like the carrot or the stick in that case. Right now it's stick.
I had a lot of inspiration from Don't Starve, and there was this game for PlayStation 1 called Digimon World 1. Digimon World 1 and Don't Starve are very unforgiving. And I really like that, but I think that I attracted a very casual audience with Toby's Island.
Well, this is like a monster battler, right? And it's not a feature of most monster battlers, so there's this expectation versus reality thing. Oh. Now, I can't tell if there's a positioning system or not. It seems like the shell pup is taking all the damage for now.
I don't explain this anywhere, but Toby will always be the last one to be targeted.
Okay.
So as long as you have creatures, Toby will not draw aggro.
You can't tell I don't like fighting unnecessary battles.
How should I go about balancing bosses around you? You know, because I've got players that intentionally fight everything they see, and then players that avoid every battle.
That takes forever. How they make any progress.
They love it, man. It's so funny. One of my testers is like that.
Basically, forced battles would be one way to level me up to the minimum, I guess. And obviously, that's not necessarily good. You can do it in a way that maybe doesn't feel so bad, I guess, if it's like story related, but good rewards. Like if I need these crab pieces or whatever it is I'm collecting, and I know that I need some of those to make armor or tools.
Oh, so you don't mind fighting when there's like an objective?
Yeah. If the only goal is to level up, though, that's not as appealing. That's when it becomes a grind that's not rewarding enough.
How do you feel about those games where like the enemies don't even spawn until they're assigned a quest of some kind? Like, is it better that the crabs are there now and you have to try and avoid them, or should they just not be there until you need them?
No, I like that they're there. It gives me something to do while running around. I have to avoid them if I don't want to fight, and they're there if I want to fight them. So I like that they're there.
Okay. So would you say that like even the act of avoiding them is like a, you know, I mean it's not unique to this game, but that's a good game mechanic? Like I didn't make them like blind encounters like Pokemon running through the tall grass type thing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. I like that. It's sort of a I don't know if you'd call it a middle ground, but I prefer this to Pokemon. Gotta be thorough. So I don't like to fight everything, but I do like to explore every nook and cranny. Well, hold on. I just noticed something with the... So this one says exit. Okay, that one said exit. Did I just miss this one? There's no exit here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure there's... Especially once I was very meticulous at the start with exits, but later I got lazy.
Yeah. Okay.
I would tell myself, I'm like, I'll add it later. And then,
I guess that's why I was surprised I walked off the screen there.
yeah, it's true, it's true.
Because now I'm relying on these F things for the information.
It's like Google Maps.
Mhm,
Your phone
yeah.
battery dies and you're lost forever.
Everything. Oh no! Oh no! Am I sinking? No. Time to go home.
You were. You did
Am I?
see that animation, eh? You sink down into the mud a little bit.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like I should eat that. I probably would have tried eventually, but well, the mushroom seems a lot nicer to eat. Now, okay, that heals him. Yeah. Okay. HP plus 8. This is HP plus 10.
But
But
the
this
food,
would be a percentage based.
well, and the food can't be used during combat, but
Okay.
the vial can. So there's actually, you see the little sword with a cancel sign?
Oh, in combat or not?
Yeah.
Now this is a little puzzling because I can't. It says it won't work on that, but I'm sure I'm supposed to connect them with a rope.
Yeah.
I thought I was headed towards the cave. Oh no! Wait. Oh, that saved me from the bee. Wow. Very different. Put those doors there because. Yeah. Right. Run! Run! Run!
So, those bees are going to get a complete rework,
Oh.
where you can actually permanently exterminate them by destroying hives. I want to make them much more interactive,
Okay. I like it.
and I don't want them to be so tiny where they're hard to see as well. So like
Mhm.
I'm gonna redo the models, and yeah, I've got a good idea for it that I came up with way after the fact. So it's something I'm gonna go back and do later.
Okay.
But I have some good ideas. The entire kind of forest that you're playing around in needs some love, because it was one of the first spaces that I designed, right? And so
Yeah.
as I've gotten better at doing all of this, I've learned a lot, and I can go
Yeah.
back and apply those
Okay.
changes. And the forest is important, right? Because it's like your first impression of the game.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice reflexes.
My problem is I'm running everywhere, and he doesn't change direction really fast when he's running. Really. Oh, come on.
Ooh, almost. Yeah, a little slide tackle onto first base. Okay. Yeah, so there should be an exit
Oh,
to
I
this.
have been here.
Yeah, to the south here. There you go. There you go.
Okay.
I didn't mark it with an exit. It's my
Hmm.
bad. Oh no, my girlfriend's cutting onions. She's having a rough go.
Uh-oh. Got to sharpen the knife, I guess.
Is that a thing?
I have been told that a sharp knife will mean you don't cry. There's only so many frank puns that you can make. Gotta be almost out. Artifact? The humans built for a cave crab. Oh no. Oh no. Oh crap. Oh boy. Well, now he. Oh, but I guess he did an area of effect attack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. I am not gonna make it.
You have the health files too, I think, right?
I am also one of the people that never uses items if I
Okay.
can help it.
Fair enough.
What if I need him for a tougher boss later? Oh, what?
Oh no.
Was that a critical? That did so much damage. Oh, man. That was so close. Ay.
Yeah,
Nope, that
might
is
not.
not worth it.
Yeah.
Ah,
You had it, but you saved. You saved right at the Frankie camp, so you're good. If you want to load, I won't judge.
I wouldn't even know that I was losing items at this point.
Yeah, you
Oh.
would.
Wow. Yeah. Alright. Well, I wouldn't really feel like going back there.
One of the major changes I want to make to the forest here is it's not an efficient use of space. When you get to the swamp and you start exploring that, you realize it's a very small area, but it's very compact. So I do a lot more with way less acreage, so to speak.
Okay.
And I think that's something I want to do with the forest because there's too much road to travel. There's too many load
Yeah.
screens. It's very
Yeah.
cumbersome, right? And
Sure.
that's something I'm very aware of and want to address.
Oh, I got a box. I cut the plant, so I got the plant fiber. Was the box seeds? I don't know what the box was.
Do you have your seed bag on you?
No.
It's the graphic used for like a trellis to make grapevines, I think. I think you got grape seeds.
Oh. And if you can collect resources fairly easily, then losing them isn't that big of a penalty either. So it would also depend on how hard it is to get resources. How bad it feels to lose them.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm not feeling the pain so much.
Yeah.
Although, I lost a potion, didn't I?
2 of them.
What if I need him for a tougher boss later?
No exit signs on these. Oh. I also wonder. No, I don't feel like I'm ready. What?
I saw him.
Oh. I thought I tried to cut the grass and that
No.
something was
But-
hiding in it or something.
But yeah, I don't like how small the bees are. I need to replace that because they sneak up on you in a way that I'm not happy with.
Hmm.
There's another one there. I don't even see it.
Yeah, I do see that one.
But yeah, I think it would be really cool to have hives that spawn those bees and so they're localized and you can choose when you want to go near the hive and fight them and
Okay.
breaking the hive. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
See, I don't like that. I don't like because you probably didn't even see it.
No,
Yeah, that's
I don't
not.
think you could.
I don't think that's healthy gameplay.
No, I haven't found a good place to go to get more logs. Like, they weren't respawning maybe as much as I thought they would.
Rotating the day respawns the
Ah,
pickupables.
it seemed like the mushrooms were respawning more often.
So the mushrooms are on a timer. So
Uh-huh.
some things are time based and I do that so people can't rotate the day and get infinite mushrooms because they're right in town.
Yeah. Well, now I've explored the place thoroughly, and I feel like don't feel like these were spawning here before.
So spawns are terrain based as well.
Uh-huh.
So though you'll find those shells anywhere there's sand, technically.
But they weren't appearing before I got the quest, were they?
Yes, they were.
Oh, they were.
Yeah.
Shoot. I need to go back to town.
Why is
See
that?
about, because I think I might know how to make a rope.
By the way, that icon for hunger is visible in the bottom right.
Oh yeah. What happens if I starve? The
Starving.
sound would have eventually gotten me to look.
The starvation is the same as dying. You pass out and wake up.
Ah, and lose everything. That would be an unpleasant discovery.
Yeah, so I mean, understandably, it feels tedious to people.
But now it's gone.
Yeah, so in the name of being able to relax in town and do tasks without dying while you're farming, I turned off in town.
Okay.
At user request, I'm not that nice naturally.
Brainstorm doesn't seem to do anything. Okay. Oh, perfect. Oh, God. I need 3 of them, though. I think.
So I think
Like
it's
this.
just, it would be better if I just, oh look, you got some produce.
Yeah. I'll be sure to lose it in the next combat.
Ah, true pessimist.
Well, let's just say my record hasn't been great. I'm not used to losing that often in a monster battling game.
To
But
be
you have
fair,
more speeds now.
most monster battlers are designed for kids, and mine is designed for adults.
Okay.
If that, so there's definitely a challenge to. This is a hard game, and I'm recognizing that. And it was harder before.
Okay.
I've been gradually making it easier and easier. So I still might be a little too heavy-handed.
Yeah, I think this game. I think one of the things it would suffer from is just managing expectations, because it does things differently than Pokemon, you know,
Hmm.
which is good and bad. Because people
No,
don't
it's true.
expect it.
Well,
Because
there's-
people don't expect it, it's bad, but it's good that it's different. Like, I appreciate that it's different. It is a box, but that's a trellis?
Yeah, it's a kit for a trellis.
Okay.
Which maybe you shouldn't be able to find that in. Maybe you should have to build that. Like maybe that should be a craftable. I don't know how you feel about that.
Interesting. But you need the seeds still, right?
Mm-hmm.
Getting the seeds from the grass makes sense. Getting a trellis from the grass doesn't make as much sense.
Yeah.
But then adding another step just to get grapes might be too much.
I was
Work?
considering. I don't remember if I executed on this or not, but I wanted to make it so that the grape trellis would be a renewable product.
Oh,
That once
okay.
you built it, it keeps regrowing grapes. So
Okay.
so it might justify an extra step.
Yeah. Yeah, if it's reusable, I guess that's not bad. Is it reusable right now?
That's what I was saying. I can't remember if I actually executed
Oh.
on that or not.
Okay.
I remember I was thinking about it, and I know how I was going to do it, but I can't remember if I did it or not.
Okay.
There's a lot of stuff in this game.
Yeah, I'm barely seeing it. By the way, we've sort of gone over. I don't know. I mean, I'm willing to keep playing it if you want to keep observing, but I don't want to use up your whole night.
Play till you're like sick of it, like burn out sort of thing. Like,
Well,
will let
I'm
you...
enjoying it enough that I'd probably play for another couple hours. So
Well, that's good. That's good.
yeah. So you can let me know when you want to stop.
Did I just see you intentionally fight a bee?
It was going to happen when I was trying to. I wanted the grass more than I wanted to avoid the fight.
I respect it.
Very thick foliage. What? Oh. Is that grass? Okay. Did I get water from the grass?
So this, oh, it got destroyed because you have no inventory space left.
Oh, okay.
Interestingly enough, that water-looking thing is an item that was designed by a fan in a contest.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a Wabaloo.
Wabaloo.
Yeah.
Does that mean this won't work?
So items stack. So yeah, you can't
But I
carry
can't
anymore.
carry anymore.
Yeah, so
They
keep
stack up to 3 for wood.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always a tough thing in a game like this, is deciding, you know, you want to have a mix of things that the character can work towards, right? To make, because the whole idea is to make upgrades so things are less cumbersome, right? But it's a
Yeah.
fine line between like when you deliver those and what you start with and what should be an upgrade and what should be just handed to you.
Right.
So,
This sort of has a Terraria issue with the stacks going on, where it doesn't tell you how big the stack can be, and you just find out when you stop being able to carry stuff, and you lose resources. Because now I haven't died, but I do have to run back to town and then run all the way back. So, I mean, I assume you're factoring that in when you're thinking of random events and stuff to keep it interesting.
as well as you haven't found one yet, but there's going to be a craftable item that lets you teleport back home.
Oh, okay. Oops, wrong place.
And then you can use the crystal in the center of town to teleport to where you came from.
Ah, okay. Nope. Forgetting what I'm doing.
One sec. Are you cooking something? Turn it off? Okay. Oh, that's not good. Standing in the background trying to make the fire alarm not go off. Yeah, I think we should be good.
Okay.
So funny. Oh, you have 3 ropes.
Yep, I just crafted them.
Oh, I'm so proud of you. Okay. That was a lot of work. It's you know, if you think about it, it's kind of funny. You might as well lose the peppers if you're not going to carry them.
It might be useful later. Like I said,
I'm sure.
I gotta hold on to them.
What I want to do is make games that create forks in the road rather than dead ends. Does that make sense? Toby's
Okay.
Island is very guilty of creating dead ends where you have to go back to town, right? It's like, oh, you can't continue, go back home, right? And I think that intrinsically feels bad. Whereas I think it would be better to create a fork in the road. You know, there
Where
are
you can move
consequences.
forward.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
move forward, but no longer in the direction you maybe intended.
Wasn't as bad as I thought.
I need to hide something up here just for you.
I can't be the only person that immediately went up there.
No, even I do. So that there's nothing up there, but there will be something up there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be what?
Heard the noise.
Oh. Oh yeah, look at you. So one thing that I did add, anytime you run into a story event or a new thing that takes control away and has characters talking, I remove some of your hunger. So for 2 reasons. I wanted to be able, if the player can successfully find events, I want them to be able to keep the momentum going. And also, I never want there to be a case where the alarm is going off while you're having a conversation.
Yeah, that would be really awful.
I failed to put an exit sign there, though. So that's partly my bad.
Well, I didn't even get that close to that. Close enough to see it. Oh, this one opens.
So this puzzle was also designed by a contest.
Interesting. I hope it's not one of the things where you have like a 9-liter bucket and a 5-liter bucket, and you have to go back and forth with the liquids until you've like gotten 15 liters or something.
You're half right with none of the tedium.
Okay.
Everything good?
Whoa, what is that smell?
Your thing was smoking.
Oh no!
I think you ran. Was there water in there before? Language.
What does that word mean?
What? How about we finish this puzzle and then call it a night? Does that sound good?
Is this gonna be manageable to do in a reasonable amount of time?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh no. No. Like, she's still gonna have memory of this dude. You don't want to torture her.
Yeah, so this was cool because I designed the art for that mechanism that you walked past,
Okay.
and then I asked people to write a story. I told them how the puzzle worked, and I asked a bunch of people to write a story, and then everybody voted on which story was the best, and then we used that
Okay.
story. Yeah.
I missed that completely somehow. I feel like I need to be putting fractions into the fire somehow.
Where's the lettuce? It's on the windowsill. You okay? Did you trip over the cutting board? Okay. Let me move that for you.
Huh.
So is this less tedious than the bucket thing you envisioned?
Yes. Have you heard of that puzzle before? It was even in a movie, like a Die Hard movie or something. They had 2 buckets and they needed a certain measurement, and so they had to go back and forth until they got the right measurement or something. I've been told.
This is the same idea with less trips.
This isn't the same idea, really. This is more pleasant. It's a pretty simple puzzle, I think. Although I thought this one said half full.
This is the one that gets people, and I'll get your opinion on this after.
Because it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like there's 5, so I don't know how you do half. So am I not interpreting this correctly? It's supposed to overflow.
So that, yeah, I believe I coded this one to accept anything bigger than 5.
Okay, so then it might just be bugged.
No, I think let's
Am
look
I
at
missing?
let's look at the top left one. I don't think there's supposed to be 2 that are full.
Okay, because that one said right to the brim.
Let's reread that one.
Oh, okay. Almost to the brim.
Yeah, so I think 4. Let's try 4 for that one.
Okay.
There you go. Yeah, there's still the chest disappearing bug. I fixed that. It's just not uploaded yet.
Well, a little concerned about these. These are definitely,
I gotta get these back home quick.
they're definitely going in the chest.
I gotta put these where no one can use them.
Yep.
Not even me. Yeah, there's mods for Skyrim that give you custom player homes that have these beautiful shelves where you can hoard your items on display. I feel like that'd be right up your alley.
Oh boy, that one's close. Oh boy.
Because otherwise you just put them in a chest, right? But it lets you actually take your potions out and show them off and your armor, and I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
Basically lets you go home and build a little museum.
Okay. I'm gonna
Alright.
have to go. I'm gonna have to go home and save. So you can stop or hang up, but I am gonna go home because I need to eat.